Hello, lads. Welcome to Bottom Gear episode 28.
It's not Bottom Gear.
Or is it 28? I thought it was 26.
26. Well,
26, yeah.
you fucked it, Finley.
Well,
You
it's
have
fine.
officially fucked it.
We're a very professional group here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what else would you expect?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine if this was good. That's the day. That is the day.
We should set up a gaming channel.
We should actually, but
if you all get Forza Horizon 4 on PC, then we can actually be Top Gear and do challenges with set budgets and stuff.
Or you could learn to drive and then we just do it in real life.
Soon. I will buy this Rover if it kills me. The front axle may collapse, but I don't care. It looks nice.
Finley's found a car that he likes. Yeah, you still haven't done that bit. Joining me, I'm taking over Finley, sorry. Joining me is Finley, who fucked the intro.
Hi, that's me, I'm Finley.
No, that's Jacob, who is also joining me. And it's currently...
My name is Jacob.
Right, so I'm sending me French.
Guten Abend is German.
German is the most sounding German language.
We've done this conversation.
Do you want to hear my Finley impression? Okay, it's quite easy to do. What we're going to do is this. World War One. Yeah. Car, rover. World War Two. Battleship.
Rome.
Yeah.
Rome.
I think that's a pretty spot on Finley impression.
No, you forgot Rome.
And Rome.
Disappointing, Jacob.
It's easy to do a Joe impression. If you blow your nose for about a minute straight, you just instantly sound like Joe.
No, you have to get the tone right, which is why I can't do it.
No, but you also have to use a proper handkerchief. It can't be any ordinary tissue.
To be fair, I have.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd blow a fucking hole in it.
You've got to get your royal family pictured handkerchief out.
Speaking of the royal family, there's some shit that's been going down around that recently, hasn't there?
I thought I'd pass it over to you, Joe, being the royal family expert.
To be honest, I haven't really been paying much attention. I just kind of saw that there was
one here. You should know this.
I saw that there was something on the news about some shit that went down, some things that were said, and to be honest, at that point, I kind of just went, okay, the royal family and Meghan Markle had an argument. They still haven't made up.
Should we firstly state our opinions controversially on them?
To be honest,
are you a fan of them? Are you for
the royal family?
Yeah.
As a general entity, yes. Certain specific members, bit dodgy.
See, me, I'm the opposite. Get rid of them. Get rid
Why?
of them all.
They bring in so much money for the country.
The Queen and none of the others.
I don't think you could get rid of the Queen anyway. She's immortal, remember?
The Queen was... The heat death of the universe will be caused by the Queen because she got bored of heat.
I just find the monarchy so just, old. There's no need for it anymore.
To be fair, though, I agree. But I also think, government's a bit old. We don't need it now.
No, but you say tourist money, right? I was thinking about this. You still go to see the Roman Colosseum, even though they don't do any gladiator fights anymore. People will still come over. People will still come over to see Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle, even if the Queen wasn't there.
Yeah, but the fact that the Queen is there means that there's more interesting shit going on.
What interesting? She does nothing.
She doesn't do anything, but there's guards going around pointing guns at people if they step on the fence.
People can still go around with their stupid little hats on.
God.
Their hats are just ridiculous. That is the worst job in the world.
Bro, you get to be a beef eater. Your job is to eat beef.
No, the beef eaters are a different group, Finley.
No, you're wrong.
You do your stupid little march every hour for tourists to go, oh wow, look at that. That was a very good march you did.
To walk through people.
It's stupid. It's a stupid system.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
Hey, I may be stupid.
And that's a drink.
Joe, that's a drink.
Bro, that was the joke. Have you never seen that? It's just a picture out of context that just says, I may be stupid.
Yes, we've seen it, Finley.
Yeah,
However,
well,
why did you have to make me drink? I've already
fine, I'll
got
have a
kissed
twig
last
as
night.
well.
But do you know what I don't get about this whole situation is? Why do they go on Oprah? Why didn't they come on this podcast?
Because
Not high enough profile.
Oprah's like...
It's because they view us
A
as
woman?
competition. Yeah, we could have got a woman on to help us.
Bro, I am the Queen of Finland, so...
Finland isn't real.
We'll
No,
say
there's
that
actually...
again. I'll reincarnate Mannerheim to come kick your
No,
ass.
do you know there's an actual whole conspiracy theory that Finland isn't actually a real place?
Bro, it's just to make the Russians feel better because...
No,
we
it's
did that
just...
so
I think
many
the theory
times.
is it's basically actually sea, but they make people think that there's a country there so they can go and fish.
Bro, isn't this
And
Australia?
no, this is Finland. It's not real. Oh, there's also a fear that Australia isn't real, which, you know, you actually land in New Zealand and then they give you drugs to make you think you're in Australia. That is a legit video I watched.
I have
Mental stuff.
one of my lecturers is apparently a conspiracy theorist. I have a lab with him tomorrow.
You
No, I
seem
did
really
watch.
good at that.
I watched a 2-hour long podcast about why the Earth is flat. I mean,
Sorry if I sound like I'm dying. I'm back at uni and we had a party last night and I drank a fair bit. So I'm not hungover, I'm just tired as fuck.
The thing that I found with flat earthers is they provide a lot of evidence, but none of the evidence makes sense. And then they like brush over things and go, yeah, then this is this. We're not going to explain it. We're just going to say this and this. To be fair, right, I was thinking that, right? The only way we could actually truly believe that the Earth is round is if we actually went to space and saw it. Do you get what I mean?
No, because that's up for interpretation. Because, like I have learnt on my history course, the entire concept of objectivity isn't possible.
Like I say, we believe the Earth is round, but we don't truly know until we actually see it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can say, yes, I think the Earth is round, which it probably is, but I haven't actually seen the Earth from space with my own eyes.
I've seen it from a plane.
In the immortal words of Al Murray, it's not even fucking level, is it?
I still found that one hilarious, where it was like the flat Earther that proved the Earth was round.
It's like, oh, you must have done something wrong.
It's when because you get the you shine the light and it should go through both of the holes that were like distanced if the Earth was flat, but because the Earth is curved, it didn't go through the second hole. So yeah, the Earth is round, people.
Yeah.
But then there's the whole hollow Earth theory, which is just another thing where at the North and South Pole there's a big hole, and if you go inside of that hole, gravity is inverted and there's like a whole other ecosystem inside Earth that has its own sun in the middle. But what I find dumb is people are like, oh yeah, hollow Earth is real, but I'm like, hollow Earth is in the Kong movies.
Hollow what?
Yeah, hollow Earth is it's a concept that they use in they're probably gonna do it in Godzilla vs Kong, because you can literally see in the trailer he's in hollow Earth. So I'm like, if it's being used in a movie like that, yeah, it probably isn't true, but it's still interesting. But the theory even goes even deeper that says that Hitler escaped to it. Which means hollow Earth is probably just full of Nazis of Israel.
Hollow Earth is just
through the hole in the... Is it the Arctic or the Antarctic?
Both. It's at the North and South Pole. So Hitler is either dead, living in Argentina, or inside of Earth itself.
Or is a frozen head.
Yeah. The thing about hollow Earth doesn't make sense is they don't explain how convection currents work.
They just do.
They're like, yeah, the magma, it must be somewhere.
So we're making more conspiracy theories episodes, despite the fact that this was not what we had planned. Because
it's
what we
because
had
we didn't
planned
have
was
anything
done.
planned.
Well, we went through a very rough structure about a minute before we started recording, and immediately it's gone off the rails.
Yeah,
As you can tell,
expect.
ladies and gentlemen listening at home, or probably just the one Texas man, because we are not a popular podcast. He is our boy. But as you can tell, dear listener, we are not the most professional people.
We're professional.
Whoa! We are very professional.
If you say so.
So the main thing, to circle back to Harry and Meghan, that the main controversy was Prince Charles and people being worried about the colour of this baby's skin, which is pretty much an oof.
Yeah.
But there was always like media things that were saying like, oh, it's the biggest scandal in the royal family for 85 years. Like everyone forgot Prince Andrew.
Yeah, the Prince Andrew, the whole the original marriage scandal where the heir to the throne had to give up being the heir to the throne. Well, to be fair,
I want
think
about
that
him
was
being
it.
a nonce.
Yeah, I know. Prince Andrew being a nonce. Lady Diana's death.
Her murder by the Queen.
No, it was Prince Philip.
The Queen funding the Falklands War because she didn't want the Falklands.
Do you know what I find funny is the whole memes are like, the royal family being worried about like the baby's skin, and then just there's like a picture of Prince Philip. He's literally like he's nearly green at this point. He's literally that man is just decaying.
He is unwell.
He died years ago. He's been dead years. So they're just puppeting him around.
They reanimated his corpse. Good God.
Been dead for 45 years. He's being controlled by mice.
They just got little sticks inside of him and strings, and they're just puppeting him around everywhere. Weird. The vaccines are going well.
Yeah.
We might finally be getting out of this soon.
Hopefully.
I keep on getting
touching wood.
The holiday adverts, and they just annoy me. Holiday adverts in general, because they use that same song all the time. It drives my head in. Because it's the same song you hear on the airplanes as well, like at least 5 times before you take off.
You see, most of my holidays don't involve going abroad. It's mostly self-catered cottages somewhere in the UK.
That's because you don't take your dogs to the kennels, do you?
No.
Because it's alright for my dog, because he gets to go with my grandma's dog. So he just spends some time together in a little kennel whilst we enjoy ourselves.
I mean, we used to, when we went on holiday to the Isle of Man, which we had to stop doing a few years ago, we used to send our dogs to my aunt's, but with them being so many, there being so many of them, and her husband's not exactly, well, he's got a couple of underlying health conditions, so it's difficult for him to exercise them as much. So they can't really go there, and we don't really want to put them in kennels because just
your dogs are like another level of insane sometimes.
They do.
They were literally like the slightest thing, and they just run off.
Yeah, that's because they're scared of you because they've been
because they'll come like sniff you, and you're like, "Oh, do you want to come up?" And then they just like skirt off to like another universe.
Yeah, well, that's because they're sniffing you but they're still unsure because how long did it take for them to come over and actually sniff you?
It took
so many times.
It took at least
unknown measurements of time.
Anyway, it's quite a while. Like, I mean, even when my uncle comes to stay, he when he comes down every morning, they bark at him and run off.
With my dog, it's like before you've actually entered the house. He's just there ready.
Yeah.
Well, Max will just bark.
And then if you fuss him, he'll.
No, there doesn't even need to be people. He will just bark.
To be fair, my dogs do that
Is that a
sometimes.
van on the other side of the street? Bark.
Bark time.
Woof.
I know he does it if like the door gets rang. He's a good doorbell.
Doorbell 2.
Ours can be doorbells, but other times they can be faulty doorbells and just start barking randomly.
Someone walks past your house. Time to bark.
Max has developed an irritating habit of barking at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, he's waking you up. He's your alarm clock.
Yeah, if he carries on doing it, I'm going to eat him.
You
Poor
bark,
Max.
like, oh, Finley's finally got up. All he sees is you just with a knife and fork, just walking over to him.
But he's a monumental pain sometimes.
You just see Finley, his glasses do the little anime thing where they like turn like pure white, and then you just like you bark your last bark. You bark your last bark, walks over, just starts taking bites out of it.
Oh, that dog. He do be.
Call this podcast a dog podcast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dogcast episode 1.
Did you guys ever play Nintendo Dogs?
I had the 3DS one, Nintendogs.
I had it
3DS one.
I had it on my old DS, and I remember like playing it once, and I had these like 2 dogs, and then I left it for like 5 years. I like come back, and the dogs are just there, like literally starving. They're like fur is like so long, and they need like a bath or whatever. I'm just like, oh, you poor thing. So like nurse them back to health, and I'd never play it again.
That's a bit harsh.
Poor dogs.
But also when I went through my phase of when I was like a youngster of calling everything Bob. Get like a Nintendo, yeah, call it Bob. Get my first Pokemon, yeah, it's definitely been called Bob.
To be fair, Bob's not a bad name for a dog.
Bob is a great name. Bob is a good name.
Bob can be short for Robert or Roberta.
Bob's like a bulldog name, I think.
Or a builder.
I'm going to get a dog. I'm going to call him Giga Murder, and he's going to be a Pomeranian.
Oh, I do like Pomeranians. They're so fluffy.
Or I'm going to get a sheep, and he's going to be called Joffrey.
Just imagine you calling like a sheep like Fluff or like Woof or just Dog.
But I would call my dog Dog. It would either be Dog or it would be Ein after the corgi from Cowboy Bebop.
Or you just go even the next level and just call it Cat.
Oi, General Mouth. Meowth, come over here. Woof.
There's a book that I read a while ago where
Well, Joe, can you say that for our new segment of what we?
No, it's no. This was like years ago, but there was this bit in it where it was like a fantasy book. There was some magic being cast, and it made this thing look like a cat, except it was an elephant.
Mood.
I would love a pet elephant.
Jojo.
I would love a pet elephant. I can't ride it to work to like work. Could you imagine that?
Yeah, but you've got to feed it and look after it.
Pay the £1 park and just like, there you go, hold your ticket there.
There you go, Joffrey.
Joffrey the elephant.
I mean, you wouldn't even have to pay for parking.
If the word band ever becomes a thing, the first song we do is going to be called Joffrey the Elephant.
Joffrey the Elephant. And it will be played every hour.
Upon the hour.
Oh God.
Do you know like how often we play the little jingles? Yeah, it's just going to be our song every time.
Yeah, they're every 15 minutes, those are. Or they're meant to be.
Oh, they're annoying, that's what they are.
Yeah.
Like, they're good for if you're a customer, but if you're listening to it like on repeat like we have to do.
Yeah, speaking of annoying, my Spotify keeps crashing. So whenever I open it, I have to listen to another advert.
That's your fault for not having the premium.
Yeah, I need premium, Finley.
Paying for something that's adverts are so incredibly obnoxious. It's why I won't buy YouTube Premium, because it's
Yeah, well, no
YouTube
one's
Premium
going.
is dumb. But no, the best thing about Spotify adverts is they're like, you hear this advert? Yeah, you should buy Spotify Premium so you don't.
No, it'll
have
be
to
like
listen
your
to it.
music's going, and then it'll be buy Spotify Premium.
No, Spotify free version is terrible because you're like, I want to listen to this song, and then you try to click on the song. It's like it just plays a completely different song because it's like, oh, it's in a certain queue that you gotta wait.
Yeah, I
It'll
don't
play
have
a
that
song
problem
based off that song,
for
and it's
some
like, oh,
reason, but I have it on my like that problem on my phone, so I just don't use Spotify on my phone.
what you should use Spotify for is listening to this great podcast.
For a stop shilling.
Never. We need to do what Spotify do. People can pay for an ad-free version of this podcast.
Oh God.
Every 10 minutes we run a little ad. Buy Ramble Road Premium. It's only 60 quid a month.
You're already worrying me.
I was gonna like make a funny joke of like every time you make a bad idea, I'm gonna have a drink, but I would be dead.
Hey Finley, do you want to know a really good idea?
What?
You having a drink?
I've just had one.
That's an awkward silence, so you're gonna have another one.
No, I'm not joking.
I'm just taking it steady
I did
because.
not agree to these rules.
Right, shall we have a look at our notes?
Rules apply to everyone, Finley.
Can I do the funny card?
I've gone into notes, and the only thing I can see is a picture of James May.
I've gone into pod discussion. All I can see is a rotating picture of young Elliot.
Yes, that's what we need.
Boys, I did it. I won a fucking MR2, the first one I've ever seen on the market. This is a big occasion, and it's the wrong MR2. Fuck.
This is on a game that Finley is playing.
Yeah, Forza Horizon 4. I wanted a 1989 MR2, and I bought the 1995 one. I am a lemon of immense proportion.
Oh, guys, I've got some breaking news. It's just come out. It's from the Guardian. It states Finley is a lemon.
Yeah, guys, I am a lemon. If you try to drive me for more than 4 foot, I will break down.
Interesting.
It's a funny car joke that is also very weird sounding, and I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, we've literally got nothing. What have you boys been doing this week? Anything exciting?
Moved to uni. Done a couple of
Held my breath for
parties,
2 minutes.
lectures. You know, eat biscuits, eat uni food, sleep, play guitar.
Held my breath for 2 minutes.
You said that one.
What?
Yeah.
It's part of his bloody it's free diving
I
training.
want to do free diving.
You don't get oxygen when you free dive, so you don't need to hold your
No,
No,
free dive. The whole point of free diving is you dive without oxygen tank.
That's stupid.
It's scuba, self-contained underwater breathing apparatus that has the tanks.
Why don't you just do that instead?
Because it's bloody expensive for one, and two, hello, I can now hold my breath for 2 minutes. That's pretty cool.
Great, you can now stick your head underwater in the bath.
Exactly. I can go to a pool and swim under the bottom and flip people off without them realising.
Well, what pool are you going to, Finley? No pools are over.
Exactly. But you can
Just there
actually
by yourself.
practice for like free diving without a pool because you just do all the like breath holds.
So what you're saying is I probably shouldn't try to drown you if I wanted to murder you.
Yeah, don't do that. It won't work. Jacob, you can't drown your demons. They know how to hold their breath for 2 minutes.
Fair enough. Should we move on to 3 AM thoughts?
Fuck it, why not?
I have a 3 a.m. thought.
Yeah.
A grid with random numbers in that drove me mad all last night because I couldn't get back to sleep.
I'm sorry, what?
I know! That was my reaction. I'm lying in bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning, like, what? What is this? I'd never been more confused in my life because it made no sense to me. It just
It must have
happened.
been a sign. It must have been the sign for something.
Bro, it was the algorithm to build the engine. Because from
Finley, maybe
the engine of
this
Eternal Hope.
this confirms that we live in a simulation. You were literally seeing your chain code.
I was.
So Finley woke up in the night, literally seeing a grid of numbers.
Yeah.
He'll be a part of the Matrix.
Finley's a cyborg, confirmed.
Now,
Yeah.
okay.
I also a while ago I had a dream that I was riding down the road towards a place that's on land, found a French midget submarine. Then I was being chased by someone who was on a push bike, and I was driving away from them in a gaming chair.
I'm sorry.
All that reminds me of is the scene in John English 2 where he's like in like the really high tech wheelchair, running over and getting away
All it
from
reminds
everyone.
me of is Norden's Armour videos where they have where they have the chairs that can run people over and just randomly explode.
No, the best one is when MREs cook off. You get an ammo rack detonation on a can of beans.
Now, do you know how with last week's 3 a.m. Force I talked about how much I hate car parks?
Have you
And this week I
decided
want to
that you
talk
don't
about
hate
how
car
much.
parks?
It's how much I hate roundabouts.
Oh, so you're an American?
No English ones.
Yeah, so you're an American. You hate roundabouts.
No, I think a lot of English people hate roundabouts as well. They are just the worst.
I like roundabouts. They're fun.
How can you
They're
like
better than,
roundabouts?
the junctions that you get in America on the city.
Yeah.
Roundabouts, right? There's no good roundabouts. The small ones are too small.
The small ones are terrible.
Mm.
The medium ones, they're all right, but they're still roundabouts, so they're just awful. The really fuck off massive ones, no.
I have to admit, I'm very confused here.
How can you be confused?
You don't drive.
Yet. I don't get why you're horrified of big roundabouts. Surely that's
Because
easier
they're
to
massive.
avoid.
No, because there's more people.
Yeah. Over.
Roundabouts are awful. They're horrible.
I would simply not be at the roundabout.
You can't just go your whole life avoiding roundabouts, Finley.
Try me.
That's the only
one. The street.
I'm going to avoid
You see, Finley, in order to get on a motorway, you need to use a roundabout.
No,
yes, those are the roundabouts are the worst. Finley, there's literally a roundabout. Do you know the roundabout the street over from yours? The really small one that's just awful.
There isn't a really small one.
So do you know the main road?
Yeah.
Right, and then you turn right, and then obviously you go up to where yours is. Yeah, do you know the road before that one?
Yes, that tiny roundabout. The one that's got a metal rim around the edge of it.
Yes.
That one is a pain.
I like how me and Joe know Finley's roundabout better than Finley does.
Well,
I've driven over that a bunch of times, dropping Finley off back home.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm buffering. I'm trying to remember where you're coming from.
So say you're coming from
John Drive, Finley.
You can't just say John Drive.
You're coming past the primary school on the way up there.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
So you get the little
you're coming at it from
past the nursery.
Your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one after the speed camera. There's that one street, and then there's your street afterwards.
Yeah, are you on about that one street, and that's where the roundabout is?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Got a bloody metal rim around the edge of it to stop people driving over it.
Do I need to blur out the bit where you said John Street?
No, because that's only part of the name of the road.
Ah, that's fair enough then.
I'd like to just add a little input on my victory of the MR2. I hate it. I've never seen one in the game. I've got it, and it can't go in a straight line. Kind of like me.
I just put the name. I just put the name of the road in
Thank you.
notes.
Yeah, I had this one. If you went to buy a house, right, and the people turn around to you and said, "Oh, the previous owners were murdered here,"
Yeah.
would you still buy the house? Because I know I would not. They said
It
the
depends. With the
previous owners
previous
were murdered.
owners,
I would
in which
just.
case, yes, because then you can hook up with the ghost.
Really?
I am the worst person I know. Jesus
I would
Christ,
just
that was
not
terrible.
bother if they said someone had been murdered there. Nah, I'm
I would
leaving.
simply not be in the house when they were
And
murdered.
simply, I hope you wouldn't unless you murdered them.
Who knows?
Joe,
I
would
have
you
found an
live there?
identical pair of Bugattis.
Potential. Well, it depends. If it was cheaper because the last owners were murdered there, I would consider it. If it was still at
I
full
wouldn't.
market value, like
Yeah.
fuck that.
Do you know it's a law in America that if you think the house is haunted, right, and you sell it without telling the new owners, and the new owners figured out that you thought it was haunted, they could actually sue you if you didn't say that you thought it was haunted.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
but in some places in America, it's illegal to like show an ugly face to a dog. So, America doesn't get to exist. I've
Yeah, but
decided
it's
this.
also like illegal in Britain to hold
Handle
a salmon
salmon
as
exists,
I'm
suspicious.
pretty
isn't it?
sure in the Isle of Man you're allowed to kill a French person within so many feet of a beach.
Good. The French deserve it.
Oh, think that we on behalf of Ramble Road did not endorse Finley's
No,
political
we do. We're
opinions.
British. Our history is 1,000 years of irritating the French.
I should
My
continue.
history teacher agreed with me on that, so I'm right.
Wait, which history teacher? Say which
One of my
room it was.
lecturers at uni.
Ah,
They agreed with me on that. Everyone laughs when I say it because they know it's 100% true. British history is irritating the French, nothing more.
now it's time for our new segment, which is an offshoot of 3 a.m. Thoughts, which I've amazingly named my actual 3 a.m. Thoughts. So I got this app, right, that records you sleeping basically.
Yeah.
Is this
Right?
when you said bro in your sleep?
Because I thought, right, I am a quiet sleeper. Turns out I snore, but not like constantly, like the occasional intake. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I talk so much shit. It's just pure waffle. Okay, so on the first night I did it, I've only been doing it for 3 nights, and I've had like 3 different times of talk. In the first one, you could hear me say "bruh." I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Like that is the most me it could possibly have ever been.
It was so obviously, though, like, I'm so confused as well.
Oh,
It
it's so
was
good.
great.
And then the two from last night, I'm still trying to decipher what I was saying. One of them, the first one scared me because it doesn't sound like me. Like it sounds like someone else is saying it, which is
Yeah, that's worrying.
because I finished
It's
saying the
just
last
one
word, and
Pablo
as I
who thought they
finished,
need cupboard.
and as I'm finishing the last like words, you can hear me sort of snoring as well. So I'm like, this does not sound like me. I basically say some along the lines of gibberish and then go go go. But because it's like whispered, it's really. I'll send you the video, Joe. You can watch. It's really like creepy.
I once as a little kid I used to sleepwalk. I once sleepwalked into my parents' bedroom, had a conversation with them. Like they told me to go back to sleep, and I went okay, and went back to bed.
Oh, and then my other one, all I can hear is me saying, James.
Who's
And then
James?
and then some
The
gibberish after.
teacher.
Yeah, that's the only thing I thought of. I was like, I think I did have a dream about school that night, so I think that sort of lines up.
No, James is definitely your boyfriend.
Alright, he's not my boyfriend. First of all, I am not into men.
The delay there doesn't fill me with confidence of your answer.
Have you heard about this new super straight thing?
Oh god, we don't need to
What?
get into this. They've
Have you not
ruined
heard about this
Can we
thing?
Deathstroke.
get into this? I don't know what this is.
They've ruined the character Deathstroke by saying he is their like symbol
Oh
because he
god!
has the same color scheme.
But
So
it's
the
the same
super
colour
straight
scheme
flag,
like Pornhub as well. It's just like, what the fuck?
yeah. So the super straight flag is like half black and half yellow, orange. Sorry, and they're like, oh, Deathstroke is our icon. Like, no, you've just taken a good character and you now just ruined it for everyone.
Yeah. For those of you not in the know, so Finley, basically some 16-year-old kid came up with the idea of super straight, which is, you know how there were some of the more vocal members of the LGBT community saying if you're straight and you don't want to date a trans person, you're just transphobic.
Which is an incorrect opinion.
Yes.
Oh no, because we had a whole discussion over this with someone. No, because I think what the thing is people are saying if you don't want to date them because of the fact that they're trans makes you transphobic. I don't really have an opinion on it because it's I personally, I'm just like I'm just not removing myself from this.
Yeah, so basically the whole super straight thing is that it's what the regular definition of straight used to be, where you're only attracted to a cisgender of the opposite gender. It's gone very quiet in here.
I was having a drink.
Yep, I was
Me
looking at Twitter.
Preemptive awkward silence sip.
Yeah. So that's basically what's happened. There's a load of people basically calling everyone that agrees with it transphobic and saying all sorts of stuff which, if you take away, which basically to some degree also sounds bigoted and ist. If you do consider super straight to be a legitimate gender. So
Bro, why can't people like just deal with actual problems rather
I
than making
know it's so fucking annoying, but it's what's happening in the world at the moment, so we have to talk. Well, we don't have to talk about it, but it's a topic of conversation that we can talk about.
Can we talk about the only good thing to come out of this week?
Which is?
I think I know what you're on about.
Piers Morgan is gone.
Oh yeah.
I no longer have to apologise when I go abroad for being British and for like
Finally.
introducing
Mate,
the
I love the whole memes of him talking about how much he loves Meghan Markle, and it's like she leaves him on red, and then it's like him just being like, "Oh, I hate her. She's horrible."
Yeah, to be honest, I
Are you dead, Joe?
Joe, you completely cut out.
sorry. Never really
Joe,
watched.
you went, and then you just disappeared.
I'm back now, am I?
Bro, he is. He is.
I know.
No, Joe, you've gone again.
For fuck's sake!
I'm now. He is now, ladies and gentlemen. He is now.
Dude,
This
have
is-
you guys seen Piers Morgan keeps trying to join, and he's like cutting off Joe?
Fuck's sake!
This is the headcanon. Joe is being like DDoS by Morgan.
All you hear is he bursts open the door. Is that a vegan sausage roll? And then we just never hear from Joe again.
Sausage roll.
Is that a vegan sausage roll followed by screaming?
Oh.
Joe, you literally cut off again. I don't know if this is actually going to show up in the actual end.
Fuck's sake. My voice says that I've got the voice connected thing, but it did dip for a moment, I saw.
Right, try again. Try.
Hello, testing, 1 2 1 2. This is me trying to talk and test my microphone in the middle of a fucking podcast because the internet at the uni is doing random shit.
So
Professionalism.
Now, when you start to talk, it will cut out again.
Quite probably.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, I never really had much of an interaction with. I never really watched much morning TV, so I've never really seen Piers Morgan. So I've not had to apologise because I have no idea really who he is, other than that he's an
Have
annoying
you ever
person.
watched V for Vendetta?
I've seen bits of it.
You know the Voice of Britain, the like news presenter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Piers Morgan.
Oh God.
Piers Morgan should never be the voice for Britain in any situation.
No, like I'm saying, the character of the Voice of Britain is Piers Morgan. They're the same thing.
Yeah, but he should never. Just no. He
You
should
know
just
who
be
the real
forgotten
Voice
about
of
forever.
Britain is? James May.
Yes.
No, the best
Because
thing
his
about
last time on the news on like a controversial topic was like, I don't really have an opinion on it. Now, if you'd excuse me, I've got to go open eBay bidding for my Ferrari.
no, the best James May clip is when they were on a chat show and they were talking about a Top Gear DVD they released, and they were like, "Yeah, you can buy it, just don't watch it." No, the best thing about Piers Morgan leaving the chat show is when he actually walked out because he was being criticised too much. He's like, "Oh, I've had enough of this." He like just storms off. Oh, perfection.
Hmm.
Should we move on to what we
Yeah, let's move on to what we.
insert whatever it is we're doing now?
Yeah.
What watching has been rebranded to what we, because we're just doing like more cool stuff because we don't watch enough.
Because Jacob wants to bring video games into it.
Yeah,
And
I
watch enough
I
stuff.
started playing the game at Warframe yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, I'll go on this for like an hour." End up spending like 5 hours on it today. And the only reason I've turned it off is because we were recording.
I mean, you could do what I'm doing. I'm playing Forza at the minute.
Yeah, it's because you don't care enough, Finley. You
The
don't
only,
put
the only
effort in.
reason, the only reasons you turned it off were because A, you were recording, and B, you were yelling at me to get back here because I was eating.
Yeah, you take too. Joe, you know we start at 7, not half.
Yeah,
7.
normally we go for food around 6, but we ended up going at, well, we were originally going to go at 6:30, but
Well, you tell them, hurry up. You got
well, we
Jake,
were
do you
originally
want
things
my
to do.
input on Warframe?
Yeah, go on then.
Warframe has some very nice assets and some great plot.
assets and plot.
Yes.
I don't know what you're on about. I don't understand the plot.
The
of it.
internet knows what I'm on about.
No, it doesn't. No one knows what you're on about, Finley.
Everyone.
Are you on
knows.
a? Are you
I
on
know
about
what
the
he's
fact-
on about.
All
All I'm going to
you
say
do is
is
Finley
look at
fancies
the
the
character
characters.
models, Jacob. Look at the character models.
The character models have some very nice assets, you know.
Oh, do they have big bulges or something?
How
One-
long have you played the game? You literally just need to look at them for a minute. Like some
Finley,
of them. It's really
Finley, are you attracted to it?
No.
Can you please explain what you're on about?
Well,
Can you please explain what you're on about?
no, you're too innocent if you don't like comprehend.
Oh. But anyway,
Don't comprehend what he's on about at this point. How the fuck?
It's
I'm an
probably
innocent
best
boy.
that you don't know, to be
I'm a
fair.
good Christian lad. Okay, so can I talk about what I enjoy about the game, apart from the assets and the plot or whatever Finley's on about? Is
The assets and the plot.
I just enjoy mowing people down with the little sword. Basically, obviously, the plot of the game is it's sort of like Destiny, where you're basically in a spaceship and you just do like random missions on like the map.
Except that Destiny came after Warframe.
Yes, but that's like the closest game I would say. I don't know. I've never played Destiny, but it sort of looks similar.
I played
yes.
Destiny's demo, and I played a bit of Destiny 2.
Destiny 2 is free now, I think.
Destiny 2, I think, has always been free, but you get nothing with the free version of the game.
I would highly suggest people play Warframe. This is not a brand deal, but it's what you get for a free game is quite good. Also, with my character, I went full ninja. I went with the bow and arrow and the sword and the throwing knives.
Since we've got a Warframe advertisement, if you have a bit more money than free, i.e., you have 79p, and you want to play an RPG, get Suits. Suits is good. I haven't played Suits, but I have watched people play Suits.
Well,
60
no, hold on.
good.
If we're talking about top level RPGs, then there's only one game I can suggest.
Oh God, no!
You may not have heard it. It's quite underground, but have you ever heard of Raid Shadow Legends?
Boy, Ridge Shadow Legends.
So my slap then actually took the pop filter off my mic.
That was quite a pinging noise.
Yeah, I just
We are not
whacked
sponsored. We are not sponsored by Skillshare, Squarespace,
Surfshark,
Legends.
NordVPN,
Surfshark, NordVPN,
Raycon.
ExpressVPN,
Curiosity Stream.
Raid Shadow Legends, Monster
Already
Legends,
covered.
Wix. We always get Wix adverts.
Manscaped.
Manscaped,
Have you had
Dollar
Audible?
Shave Club, Harry Razors, Audible.
Jesus.
Oh, what else do most people get sponsored by? One of them, please contact us.
I've seen
Need money.
What's probably the weirdest like brand deal someone could get?
Moist Critical, who has a brand deal with Adam and Eve. They
Oh
send
yeah,
you
yeah,
sex
I see
toys.
that one. Yeah. Imagine if like you
Sorry,
go
what?
out like you clicked on a video one day and it's like, yep, today's video is sponsored by Pornhub.
I don't know who Moist Critical is. Who explain?
Bruh. No, I'm not explaining. Look him up.
Oh,
He's
do you get the ones where I'm watching some videos and they get like brand deals for mattresses? Who's buying mattresses?
I've seen some. I
Oh
remember the weirdest one.
no, the one you always get is I own one. The Ridge. I brought into their marketing. I brought a Ridge wallet.
Why?
And that's a good wallet.
How much
Sleek
was it?
front facing. £75.
Yeah, mine was about a tenner, and it's lasted me like 9 years.
Yeah, but yours isn't made out of aluminium.
You complain that you don't have money to spend on a computer, and then spend £75 on a wallet.
Yeah, because I needed it.
Just get a cheap wallet.
No, I can't just whip
You know
out a
what?
cheap wallet, can I?
A melon.
I'm a man with style.
I have a nice-ish looking wallet that cost me 20 quid and is made out of cowhide.
Joe, you can't see anything. You brought a pen that was like £20 just because of the bolt action rifle mechanism.
It was a tenner. It had
A tenner. Even a tenner is too much to spend on a pen.
It's handmade with
Joe,
wood.
you could buy 50 pens for a tenner.
Well, guess
50
what? It's a
normal
nice
pens.
pen and it's refillable. Fuck you, I liked it. I still do like it.
It's like those weird people that brought those erasable pens. No one uses them anymore, do they?
Oh god,
I think I had one.
I had one.
Do you want to know what
I had a few.
This is a new segment.
Friction things.
What greatest piece of stationery did you ever own? I had like a highlighter that you would click and it would like pop out. That was very it's amazing.
In year 7, I had a off-brand Tipex dispenser that someone borrowed for a lesson and decided to fill the lid with Tipex and then basically seal it shut.
Do you know the great thing though about this? I won't shut up about it because it's amazing about this highlight pen I had. Is it had a lid, so when you would press it, it would like have a mechanism to flip the lid open. It was a great piece of kit.
I had this thing that allowed me to draw perfect isometric cubes.
A ruler.
No, like a
And a pen.
no, it was like a triangular shaped thing that had
Right.
cutouts in it that allowed you to draw like perfect isometric cubes.
Remember your massive ruler that you had?
Oh, the 45 centimeter one.
And then it was like, Joe, why is there a mark at 3.5 centimeters?
Well, you see, it used to be attached to a workbench at my dad's office.
No, Joe, don't lie.
You know what else used to be attached to a workbench at your dad's office?
What?
Paper.
True.
That was the fucking worst joke I've ever made.
Yes, it was.
Not even a punchline. It's just like, oh yeah, paper.
Just expect expectations, and then fucking that.
Your expectations for me should be like buried 4 foot under like the floor.
And even then, it would be below my expectations.
Big mood.
Big buoy people.
Big Baba Boy.
This is going off the
Boy.
rails.
Yes, it has. How long have you?
Is it Carbit time? It's
No,
Carbit.
no, it's time to end. Sadly,
we
we're
still-
running out of time.
We still haven't. You still haven't rated
Oh.
Warframe.
Oh,
yeah, rate Warframe.
7 out of 10 Adam Sandler's. What are we watching? What's everyone been watching this week?
Not much because I've been doing uni work.
I have watched.
That was a lot louder.
Episode 5 up to episode 5 of JoJo Part 2, up to episode 4 of JoJo Part 3, episode 3 of JoJo Part 5, and a bit of James May's Old Cook.
Oh, that's a great show.
It is a great show. As you can see, though, I am struggling.
I literally haven't watched anything this week.
So,
Usually I watched a bit of YouTube, that was it. Oh, now it's time to end.
Yeah.
Carpet.
Alright, so new BMW M3. I posted it in chat. So I want your opinion on it.
The new BMW.
What the?
Oh,
I don't like the front.
no.
I don't like the
Why
front.
did they split the grill in half?
The grill's always been
The
in
grill's
half.
always been in two pieces.
It's more the fact that it's now tall.
And what's with the fucking angular front? I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I'm not sure on it. The
I-
rest of the car looks fine, but the front grille is very odd.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say not for me.
I don't like the colour as well. Can I get a different
kinda
colour
like
version, please?
The colour's not bad. I prefer British racing green, but then again, they are German, so
Yeah.
I don't like the number plate.
it's a German number plate.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It
The
should be like
headlights. Why are the headlights so weirdly small but also long?
because
Styling.
yeah. Next car that's coming out this year. Behold, the Supra.
What?
No, that's going in the opposite direction. Where are the angles?
But the front's now fairly normalish, and the back's got all the angles. What the fuck?
No, the front's weird because the center bit is like fake hollow. It doesn't have a
It's sort of
bottom bit.
angled at the sides, but then like the top of it, it's like a big slope down, and then there's like little angles.
It's a very odd car.
Yeah.
Also,
Compared to
what
the
is going
old
on with those headlights? Like the headlights finish, and then there's just like an extra bit.
Yeah, they just keep.
It's got under eye mascara.
No, do you know that's what it looks like? It looks like a human eye. Do you know, it's got the main eye bit, and then the bit to the left of it is like where the tear
The
duct.
tear duct.
Yeah, very strange.
What we've decided then, the new BMW, would you say it has a pig nose?
Yes.
Okay, so the BMW is a pig, and the Supra has tear ducts.
Oh no,
Yes.
it is an interesting thing to do to see which car wins. Which one, if you could only have the BMW or the Supra, which one are you taking?
I take the Supra because I like the meme of, oh yes, my Supra can do 40 billion revs on the dyno, mate.
I see. I would have the BMW to be fair.
It's more practical, the BMW. It's a 5-door, probably got actual boot space. It's got parking sensors, forwards and rear cameras.
Okay, and now finally, I need your opinion.
So the BMW has one.
Okay, the
Can you
BMW
confirm the BMW has
won
one?
this one. Finally,
Yeah,
I have
BMW
two
has
cars I want your opinion on that are both for sale.
No, not that bloody Suzuki. that has got
Is
no
that a
back.
Reliant?
That is a Reliant, and it has sat in a field for 4 years. And the other one is I think it's a Suzuki Jimny, but the back carb is missing.
Right, so finish. Shall I tell you the two main problems here, right? The Reliant, right? It isn't going to work.
Yeah, it
Second
doesn't.
of all,
The back
it
wheels are
needs-
flat as all shit. The interior is rotten. The gear stick
Yeah.
isn't there.
It's not going
It's
to
covered
work.
in grit. It'll
Right.
take you 4 months to clean it. It'll take you 20 grand to get it running. It's a Reliant, so you take a corner, it'll fall over.
Now, the Suzuki could possibly work,
I think
but
the Suzuki
there's no
works.
space for
I think it's
anything.
roadable.
You can't take anyone in it.
You can have one passenger, and the back wheels aren't covered, so I don't think it's road legal.
And there's no boot.
Yeah, so it's not very practical.
And it looks
No.
stupid as well.
It does look stupid, I'll admit that. I only got that picture because I thought, what the hell is that?
So if I was
It's a
you,
very
Rash,
fair reaction.
I would start looking somewhere else for cars. Stop looking at R-dash junk.
No, because I found this Rover and I like it.
What are those seats? Oh my god.
What is
Probably one of
wrong
those-
with it? It's got character.
No, it's one of those ugliest cars I think I've ever seen.
You own a Toyota Aygo.
My Toyota Aygo is lovely.
Your Toyota Aygo looks like... I have a picture of like a Toyota Aygo in red. Here it is.
What? No, that doesn't make... My car is not just a ball. My car is a masterpiece. It's a work of art.
At least it's not as bad as the newer ones, which have like all the fucking angles.
Yeah, I've got a nice smooth Ramble. It's very nice. Philly, to be fair, right, if it wasn't for my Aygo, the amount of lists I've given you to places. Hello, everybody. Everyone has vanished. It's just
I'm
me
still
by
here.
myself.
We seem to...
Finley just cut
Finley
off.
has left again.
Finley, your internet's dying. Stop playing fucking Forza.
Yeah. It's always Finley's fault. Finley ruins the Wi-Fi for everyone.
Yeah. I think he's actually dead.
Yeah.
He's
On that
left.
bombshell.
Oh, and he's back. And he's still silent. I think we better end it here. Thank you for listening.
Finley has said it's not working. Can we,
Yeah, thank you
can
for
me and
listening,
you do
everyone.
something because we are very professional people here.
Fucking
I was
sad
thinking-
emoji.
We could quickly do a 1-minute promo to put on our TikTok to hopefully get more listeners, right? But we're just going to try and waffle it and see if we can make it any good.
I mean, we could try, but...
Right, you ready?
Nope. Oh, and he's left again and joined again. Finley, try restarting Discord.
I'm back. I'm back.
Oh, you're back.
Okay,
He's back.
Finley's back.
He's
Right,
alive.
Finley, we're
He's
going to try
alive.
and do a 1-minute promo for our TikTok to try and get more listeners.
Toke. Oh, God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to the new Ramble Road experience.
Yeah, that voice is no.
45.
Finley, we
If
don't have any
you're-
smooth jazz. We don't have any smooth jazz to play over that. Just stop.
Maybe I don't know. Right. Do you want to try again?
Thursday every week. Because there's a Thursday every week.
Wait, go again. I think we've gone over a minute. Start.
Oh,
I know it comes out on a Friday as well.
Oh. Okay.
well done.
TikTok Friday. Woo!
You went from
Hello.
fucking smooth jazz announcer voice to woo.
Right, hold on, I think I've got this. Hello. Stop there.
Okay. We're just
This is going well. This is what happens when we try to plan. Right, okay. If you're on TikTok right now and you're seeing this, what we all suggest you do is go over to wherever you get your podcast and listen to the Ramble Road podcast, or else we will kill your entire family.
Your
I'm
advertising technique sucks.
Would you advertising techniques up? It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Trust me.
No, it's
Look,
not.
No one will
It
listen
is.
to that. People will listen to smooth jazz.
Yeah, but we don't
You
have
can
any
play
smooth
some
jazz,
smooth
Finley.
jazz
We've already
right now,
fucking
maybe they
said
will.
that.
Get the sax out, Joe. Stop
I
playing.
don't have it with me. I'm at uni, you daft.
Oh,
Right. Let's just. And on that bombshell.
and on that
Uh,
bomb, good night.
Go follow the Twitter at road_ramble. Go follow the YouTube, Ramble Road Podcast. Go follow the TikTok, Ramble Road Podcast.
Go follow the OnlyFans at Ramble. It doesn't exist.
Exist.
Go follow on MySpace, Ramble Road. This also does not exist.
We should set up a MySpace, see how many people we get following.
Look, if we have 4 followers on Twitter, we are not going to get any followers on MySpace.
Who are our followers on Twitter? Shout out to those, mad lads.
We have followers.
Yeah, one's one of those YouTube subscriber bots.
Oh.
Yo. Have you got any porn bots?
No, we do have a porn bot who will comment on our YouTube videos every week.
Yo, Pog. We're
Nice.
really making big leaps forward, lads.
Yeah,
To be fair, it's engagement.
and on that
And
porn
on
bot
that terrible
bombshell,
disappointment.
it's time to
Good
end.
night.
Yeah.